Hey, what's up, everyone? Just want to show you my latest purchase. Just basically a first impressions video because I haven't used it myself either. But I grudgingly picked up a Kel-Tec P17. When I first saw the P17, I was really interested in it. Um, by the way, let me just show you that this gun is safe. Nothing in the magazine, and oops, let's just drop that magazine. So, like I said, nothing in the magazine. I'll leave that there for now. Um, this is a gun that I really want to love, but I'm a little nervous about it. Basically, MSRP is $199 for this. I picked it up for $219. Overpaid a little bit, but if it works well, I don't mind. It holds 16 rounds in a magazine, shoots 22 LR. The thing that kind of cinched the deal is that it came with three 16-round magazines, which I really like the idea of. The other thing is I have decent-sized hands, and I can get a nice full grip on the handgun. It's a pretty good size, not too big, not too small. It's very comfortable to shoot. Fiber optic front sight, which I like. And the thing I really liked is that it's very easy to rack the slide for my wife. My wife's favorite gun, I think I've said this before to you guys, but her favorite gun is my Beretta PX4 Storm. Loves shooting the gun, has a lot of trouble racking the slide on it. She shoots it very well, has a lot of fun shooting it, but it's tough. This one, pretty easy. So, before I kind of show you a few more details of it, Kel-Tec actually gave a pretty good manual. It has a couple of scary things in it that made me flash back to my what was that? The PMR 30. Ugh. Okay, so as you can tell, 22 LR straight blowback semi-auto, hammer fired, single action, 16 rounds. It is extremely light. 10.9 ounces. I gotta tell you, it doesn't even feel that heavy. It's amazing. Overall length, just 6.7 inches. Barrel length, 3.8 inches. Width at the widest points, 1.25. Heights 5.3 inches, rifling 1 in 14, and a 4-pound trigger pull. So everything sounds pretty good. It sounds excellent. And if you watch the station, the PMR 30 was another gun that I really wanted to love. Just the concept of 22 Magnum, 30 rounds. I loved the idea of it. The gun sucked. I tried everything Kel-Tec said. I went on forums, I went on YouTube. I did everything you were supposed to do. I babied it while I was loading it. I used the exact ammunition they recommended, and it absolutely sucked. It sucked so bad. I ended up selling it, and I put the proceeds towards buying a Taurus Tracker revolver, 6-inch barrel, 357, and 9mm interchangeable cylinders. I do not regret that at all because that gun actually fires when you pull the trigger, unlike the PMR 30. This one I had seen a lot of reviews on, and it looked pretty favorable. The price seemed excellent, and it kind of is just what I'm looking for. Now, it's an ugly looking gun. Look at all these bolts. I mean, they should call this the Kel-Tec Hex because of all those hex bolts. I mean, it's really something, and it's funny that they call it Kel-Tec. Kel-Tec CNC Incorporated. You would think they'd have like these metal guns, but they just don't. But yeah, there's a lot of bolts. But the one thing that has scared me, and I didn't think of this, but let's see if I can find it again. It talks about the ammunition. Sorry about that. It talks about the ammunition a little bit, and it says it's supposed to operate with high velocity ammunition only. And it goes on, and don't use non-standard, reloaded. I don't know many people who reload 22 LR, but hey, that's another story for another time. And then it talks a little bit about loading, and I started flashing back to the PMR 30 when it says to load, fill the magazine by pressing a cartridge down in the center of the magazine. Okay, with the rim situated within the rim window. Alrighty. Then slide the round back all the way before pushing another round on top of it. Continue loading the magazine by pushing the round down, then sliding the round back. After loading about 8 rounds, lightly tap the back of the magazine against a flat surface, like a table, to help seat the rounds and keep the rims correctly arranged. Once 10 rounds have been loaded, the magazine will become more difficult to load, and tapping the back can be done after every round if necessary. Yeah, it is a bit of a pain to load after about 10 or 11 rounds. I mean, it's doable, but just that you notice the pressure building up quite a bit. And then there was talking about possible rim lock and everything, which made me think of the PMR30. And just to show you, I did load up a magazine, and here are the magazines. They don't feel like the best magazines. They're plastic. They're extremely light, like a fraction of an ounce. But what I want to try and show you is, I don't know how well it's going to be, but it looks like it's a single stack magazine, but it looks like it kind of throws the back part of the rounds off to the side, if you can see that. I don't know if it's hard to capture. Yeah, it's a little blurry. Let's see if I move it. There we go. It's like every other round is thrown to the right or the left, and then you look through this window, and then it's the other way, and you can tell that they're kind of staggered. But it's a single round, so it's like the front lines up, but then the backs don't, because it's kind of, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of like wider in the back. And then at the top, it just kind of like filters it up and stuff. It's a weird magazine. It kind of makes me worry a lot. Like I said, I really want this to work. If this works, this is going to be a very, very good deal. I was also looking at the Ruger LCP in 22, the light rack. I handled that one. Awesome gun. It's just that I think it's really overpriced. I mean, it's actually more expensive than the 380, which I cannot understand. I would think they'd be at least the same price or maybe a little bit cheaper, but this store wants $325 plus tax, which is the cheapest I've seen it, but I thought it was still rather overpriced. So I ended up going with this one. The deciding factor was that the Ruger comes with only one magazine. This one came with 3. Typically, I always buy extra magazines for a gun, even though this one came with 3. If it works as well as I think it is, I'll probably end up buying 2 or 3 more. So I only need to buy 2 or 3 if this one works. If the Ruger works, which I'm pretty sure it would have, I probably have to buy 4 or 5. So, but just to acquaint you, let's get this one with the ammunition out of the way. And this is the empty magazine, as you can see. It's a little bit different. I almost didn't know how to release the magazine, so it loads just like normal. And then when you want to drop the magazine, there's actually a switch that goes down here that you can use with your thumb. Now, I got probably average to slightly larger than average hands, and I've actually noticed it's a little bit of a reach, not a big deal, but a little bit of a reach doing it this way. If I'm holding the gun, it's actually easier for me to use my index finger on the other side. It's kind of a strange thing. I've never seen a mag release like this. When I first got it, I was actually trying to push in, and it wasn't doing anything. I was pushing down, and it wasn't doing anything. So, just have to push that way. So, not bad. The safety is a little strange. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you're carrying it like this, I'm used to a 1911 where you just kind of throw it up with your thumb, up and down just by doing this, by doing the thumb sweep. This one is great for the thumb sweep if you're taking it off safe, but putting it on safe, it's actually kind of difficult. It's weird. It's like it takes about 10 times more force. Like this is effortless. Putting it down is absolutely effortless. Putting it up takes a lot of effort. Like I really got to get, like I could just do this with the tip of my thumb, and it's fine. Whereas to put it up, I have to like use the knuckle of my thumb and really force it up. Not sure if that's just the one I have, or I don't know, maybe I have some type of learning disability. I don't know. It could be. So, takedown is right here. It's a very strange gun to take down. You basically have to pull this down, and then you pull this back all the way, and then it kind of tilts up like this. The slide is strange. It's very strange. This part's all metal. This part is polymer, which is how it keeps it so light. Just so you know, I'm going to mess this up probably because it's a little bit of a pain in the neck to get back together. But I don't feel too bad about that because after I got it, I checked out a couple of other videos. And I'm going to have to get off camera for 1 second while I do this because there we go. Okay, so And as you can see, it is still empty. I popped the mag out too. So, and as far as like I said with the grip, and if you look at this, I mean, all three of my fingers on there are pretty comfortable. Fits perfectly. Just a really, really nice fit. I mean, this is, again, if it works, it is going to be an awesome gun for the range. Awesome. So I'm planning on taking this out hopefully in the next few days. And as you could tell, it kind of got the blacked out rear sights, and then you get the fiber optic sight there. Just show you that a little bit. So not bad. I'm actually going to check that out, make sure these are tight, because I don't want to lose the sight. Good thing about Kel-Tec is they have all their parts on their site. I don't know if they're assuming things are going to break or what, but anyway. And then I like this thumb rest here. Now, this isn't like too grippy or anything, but I'm not usually too fussy about that, so I don't mind. But I do like this thumb ramp quite a bit because, you know, by having this little ledge here, my pinky fits on there, and then you have this little ramp here for your thumb, and it's on the other side, so it's fully ambidextrous. I mean, mag release, safety, thumb ramp, totally ambidextrous. So it's a really, really nice fit. Feels good in the hand. You know, I don't think it needs any more, like, you know, checkering or anything, because I think we can all handle the massive recoil of the great 22LR. Yeah. And then it has a Picatinny rail here, so you can put a little flashlight or laser there, or, you know, something cool. The other thing to bring up is they actually give you a kit here, I guess, to put on, and I'll show you this. It's like a tool to actually, I guess, put a threaded barrel on. And from what I can see, I guess they put this on here, and the guy at the gun store told me it's like a set screw or something that you put in. So, got a wrench going on there. So, I mean, I'm probably not going to do that. I really don't have any reason to thread it. So, I'm just going to kind of keep it as is, I guess. But, you know, it's a nice little option. I mean, you know, you get the plastic case if you're into that sort of thing. You get the you get 3 magazines, which I love the fact that they give 3 magazines. You get the fiber optic sight. You get the little kit for the threaded barrel, which you don't get with some 22s. Glock. You don't get that with some 22s. So, I mean, it's a pretty good deal. Now, of course, if it's fairly reliable, then it's like the deal of the century to me, because, I mean, it's, you know, it's pretty cool. So, not really much more to say about this. Hopefully I'll be back soon. I'll give you a range report on it and let you know all about it. I just kind of wish, you know, I'm sitting here and I kind of feel stupid. I'm like, I hope it shoots well. I hope it shoots well. And I'm thinking to myself, I have never bought a Glock or a Beretta or a Thompson Center and gotten it home and says, I hope it shoots. I hope it's reliable, because I just assumed they would be. But yet I bought this being afraid that it's going to be reliable or not. I don't know, because I mean, I have 2 other, well, I had 2 Kel-Tecs. I sold like I said, I sold the PMR 30. It was a piece of crap, but I do have a P32, which is actually pretty nice, pretty reliable, and, you know, I have faith in it. I've carried it for concealed carry, and it works fine. So I'm kind of like 1 for 2 on the whole Kel-Tec pistol thing. So that's where I stand. Okay, I am going to head out now. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.